Hello children, today we are moving to another grammar topic that is called the subject-verb concord. Subject-verb concord, otherwise it is called what? Subject-verb agreement. Okay, subject-verb concord, otherwise subject-verb agreement. Okay, so before telling about subject-verb agreement or subject-verb concord, let me tell you what is subject and verb in the sentence. Okay. And how to identify subject and verb in the sentence. Okay, ready? See, what is a subject in the sentence? See, it is the person, place or idea that is doing, or doer in the sentence we can say. Doer in the sentence, that is called the subject in the sentence. And what is the verb in the sentence? See, it is the action performed by the subject. Okay, what is the verb in the sentence? It is the action performed by the subject. For example, Ajay plays cricket. Ajay plays cricket regularly. Okay, this is one sentence. It is Ajay plays cricket regularly. Okay, so how to identify the subject in the sentence? See, to identify the subject in the sentence, let's ask the question, who is performing the action in this sentence? What is it? See, to identify the subject in the sentence, let's ask the question to this sentence. What is the question? Who is performing the action in this sentence? So here, who is performing the action? See, Ajay is performing the action in this sentence, isn't it? So Ajay is the subject here. Ajay is the subject here. Ajay is performing the action in this sentence. And next, to identify the verb in the sentence, let's ask the question what the subject is doing here. What the subject is doing here. What the subject is doing here. What Ajay is doing here. Plays, isn't it? Plays cricket. So this is the action the subject is doing here in this sentence. So it is called what? Verb. So you got subject and verb in a sentence, isn't it? So in this way, we can identify the subject and verb in the sentence. Okay, clear? And now let's discuss what is subject-verb concord, otherwise subject-verb agreement. See, listen. For making a sentence grammatically correct, a verb must agree with its subjects in number. What is it? See, for making a sentence grammatically correct, a verb must agree with its subjects in number. Okay, for see, listen. For singular subject, we should have to use what? Singular verb. Okay, for singular subject, we should use singular verb, and for plural subject, we should use what? Plural verb. Okay, so this is the most general rule in subject-verb concord. See, for making a sentence grammatically correct, a verb must agree with its subjects in number. That is called subject-verb concord, or otherwise subject-verb agreement. For example, what? Singular subject should agree with the singular verb. Singular subject should take a singular verb, and plural subject should take a plural verb. Okay, so this is the most general rule in subject-verb concord. For example, let me tell you, the monkey eats banana. Okay, the monkey eats banana. See, the monkey is a singular subject here, isn't it? Singular subject. So eats is the singular verb. So a singular subject should take a singular verb. And if the monkey we change into plural subject, see, okay, those monkeys eat bananas. Okay, see, those monkeys. This is the plural subject. So it should take what? A plural verb. Okay, so those monkeys eat banana. Okay, so what is this? A singular subject should take a singular verb and a plural subject should take a plural verb. Okay, clear? And there are some important rules related to subject verb concord. Okay, so now let's go through those rules also. Okay, ready? So here you can see rule number 1. What? Two singular subjects connected by and require a plural verb. See, two singular subjects connected by and require a plural verb. For example, gold and silver are precious metals. Gold and silver, two things are here. Two singular subjects are here and it is connected by and. So it should take what? A plural verb. So here are is used. Gold and silver are precious metals. Okay, and one more example. He and I were playing. He is one subject, singular subject, and I is another singular subject, and it is connected with the and. So we should use what? A plural verb. He and I were playing. Okay, and one exceptional case is there, that is, see, if the noun represents one idea or same person or thing. See, if the noun represents one idea or same person or thing, we should use what? Singular verb. For example, bread and butter is his favorite food. Bread and butter is his favorite food. So, here bread and butter is a combination. Okay, bread and butter is a combination and it is considered as one. Bread and butter is considered as one. So we can use what? Singular verb here. So I told you this is an exceptional case. Okay, bread and butter is considered as one and one subject. It's a combination. So we can use the singular verb here. Bread and butter is his favorite food.